Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of mixing on the. So we're mixing in Pro Tools, and we're using the Pocket Operator 20, the arcade from Teenage Engineering. And in the previous video, you couldn't see some of the plugins, so I've realized that mistake, and I'm going to do my best to keep everything right where it is visible. So I just did this take. As you'll see later on, it took me actually quite a few takes to get this down, but we got a take that we're happy with, and so let's start mixing. So the very first thing I want to do is bring up the NLS channel, and between the Spike, Mic, and Nevo, I want to just figure out which one of these three kind of gives a little bit of a good character to the sound, just something that we're happy with. So let's go ahead and hit play. All right, that sounds pretty normal. A little bit more bass in that one, I think. This one, a little bit more high-end detail. And we do have a lot. Yeah, so we do have those little things going on. There's a lot of high-end detail in this piece that I might want to highlight. Let's hit the drive a little bit. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to go with the mic on this one, because I do like to get some thump. Let's see. Oh, you know what? This whole thing was bypassed. Okay. Good thing I didn't go out too much. Be like, yeah. All right, so let's start it from scratch here. Still leaning towards the mic. I don't know, the Nevo, you know what, I haven't used Nevo in a while, so let's go ahead and do this one, because it does kind of give it a cleaner sound. See how much drive we can get away with. We can get away with a fair amount of drive on this, I think. Alright, so now that we have Nevo selected, I'm going to open up on the master bus the instance of the NLS bus version. Let's leave the drive alone, because as we add more plugins, that'll drive those. So next, we're going to bring up the Sheps, and we're going to find a high pass frequency that we like. Let me find a really consistent place in the song where it's not filtered out, so we can kind of really pay attention to what's going on. That works. Okay, so let's start with 300. You know, that's of course going to be too much, but we'll step it back. I think we're going to go with 50. Let's see how much low end we want. A little bit boxy there. Got a nice thump there on 60. Yeah, let's go 60. Probably not too much of it though. Alright, so I lost my train of thought there, but what I wanted to say was on the 60 here, you see I went kind of like all the way up, all the way down. That's something I like to do, and especially with going all the way down, you know, I think that it's not necessarily a matter of, let me see here. It's not really a matter of adding more or taking away more, even though it kind of is. I think it's really just finding how much of that frequency the song needs. So really kind of just getting out of your mind the concept of the plus and minus and even what number the frequency is, and really just kind of concentrating on, you know, what is a good amount of that frequency range that we want in the song. So let's go ahead and try that. So sometimes I'll close my eyes. I'm looking away from the screen now, so let's see. Alright, so let me look at it again. Alright, so that's a bit much. Yeah, something like that. A little bit good. You know, so I'm on headphones here. Let me turn the headphones up a little bit. Let's check out the highs. Alright, so that's really brittle. We don't want that much. That seems like a safe amount there. I do tend to like a darker sound. That's just my personal preference. Let's cut it back a little bit more. Yeah, and you know that's just me. You know, I listened to a lot of Portishead growing up, and like I just like darker sounds. All right, so the mids, there's a lot of stuff to choose from here. Let's start with the low mids. I like that. That really contributes like an 8-bit vibe, I think. Let's go with that. And this is a frequency I usually take out actually on that super low mid, but let's see if we can add some. And wait till the filter part comes back around. Alright, let's go on. Yeah, it's a little bit too brittle on that 2K. It's not bad at the 1. Yeah, let's see what we can do on the 1. A little bit of a telephone kind of vibe on that frequency range. Okay. Yeah, and more I'm trying not to like do things to death here about getting into like the minute details of, you know, like it's gonna be super low frequency range. Let's see if I can just loop this, or you know, super low amounts of decibels, because I would sit there and get into 0.5s. All right, so on the Pultec, so we previously boosted 60 on the Sheps. So we boosted 60, cut at 50. So this would be a good opportunity to see if we can bring out, like, take away some 100. And really shape on that 60. Really try to highlight that 60 by taking away 100. Yeah, it's already clearing out quite a bit, I think. Loving the Pultec these days. I'm gonna bring a little bit of that thump back into it on the boost. Yeah. Digging it. Alright, so I'm hearing a ton of like ultra brittle stuff in the headphones. Let's get rid of this. Got the attenuation up to 10. Maybe like 4. What do we do here? Is this that we're hearing? So before I go crazy with the Pultec, let me see. I think it was at mid. All right, so let's actually get rid of some of the brittleness from here. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. Yeah, I think like the -2 on that is a good safe bet. So now we can do more with the Pultec here. Let's see what we can boost. Ugh, really brittle. Okay, you know, I'm kind of liking the 3. We're gonna have to be really careful here, though. Go ahead and turn those off. Alright, so that's the fade out of the song. Let's... Yeah, this is a tough one, just a tough piece here to find a nice part that loops, but... Okay, yeah, that's really... I like the way that's springing out there. Okay. Spring it down a little bit. Yeah, I like that. So we can get away with on the bandwidth. Way too much there. Yeah. 2. Yeah, it's safe there. All right, so we're gonna leave this alone. I think the volume is in a good place. So that's most of what I do. Let's tell you what. Let's bring in like EQ. Oh man, I've been using the Renaissance EQ a little bit. This thing is vicious, man. Like it can just cut and boot. Like I don't feel like I'm like awake enough to mess with the Renaissance EQ. That like, but yeah, that's one of my new favorites. I'm hearing a little bit of brittleness actually. There's like something going on in the highs. I like the way that beat skips there. It sounds kind of cool. Off the loop there. Okay, this might be it. So we're still getting that high-end information. But we're kind of... Yeah, 8K. Let's make sure we're not adding any 8K anywhere. So yeah, this is just natural in there. Alright, so... Oh, ow. Trying to mess with the Q, and I'm looking from a distance. Can't see. Just want to make sure that this is a terrible frequency, which it indeed is. Alright. So this EQ, like, 3 dB, like, you can hear the difference. It is wild. I like that. It really gives like a... I like the dullness of that snare now. Let's not do it too much. Let's... Yeah, well... Yeah. I think the Q could be a little wider. Maybe. No. Alright, so let's lose that frequency for the moment just to refresh our ears. So this one actually on the mouse, I'm actually just moving it left to right, where usually I would go up or down. Yeah. So that's the sound that I want to have. I want that dullness in that snare, just because I like it. I feel like it contributes to that lo-fi 8-bit sound. I feel like we got a good amount of bump already going on in the low end. So let's see if we can accentuate something in like the mids. That's all right there. That's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah. A little bit back. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so this is an intense EQ, so let's... a very wide Q at the moment. Yeah, I like that. I can almost like feel it in the headphones. Might want to do that. Can I do like a negative Q or something? Like, get a little bit wider. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so all of our compression and everything, that's going to be going on in the master bus. So we're going to start out with the CLA mixdown. Usually, oh, what is this? Oh, this is already on a preset here. Okay, so let's just check out the glue. I usually like to have this just going like on like 1 dB of gain reduction, something like that. Yeah, because there's a lot of transients in here on this off the arcade because it's like all drums. So I think even... And again, that's the fun about doing this stuff on the arcade is like, yeah, it's a song, but like, you know, you get to try out different compression and EQ and stuff and like, make a mistake, just do another song, you know? Alright, so let's see if we can get some of that treble back, because we did take out quite a bit. I like it. There's a little bit of like a super high frequency clicky kind of thing I'm hearing. So we can do it with the bass. Yeah, that's starting to drive me nuts. So let's grab like let's grab a Q1. Yeah, I think that's it right there. Okay, getting... So we don't want to take out 18. We'll completely kill it. Yeah, I heard it again. You know what? It might have been that loop. It might have just been the loop going around. Let's take out a safe amount. We don't want to go ham on this thing. Okay, we gotta. Okay, I think that's it. It's closer. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are hearing what I'm hearing. Let's leave it alone. I gotta turn the headphones down for a second. I think that could be what's up, because I might just be hurting my ears. Alright, so we got our EQ out of the way. Let's see if we want to add any drive to this. I think so. I think some drive could be good. So with the default here on the CLA mixdown, hold on. Oh, jeez, Alexa was going off. I'm sorry. All right, so the CLA mixdown, like 0 is a pretty safe place here for it. I think we might need a little bit more gain reduction off the blue. Bring down the treble here. Alright, so that was that. Now let's get into some compression. So let's try the subtle glue. Yeah, it's engaged. I think for this, because there's a lot of like drum-like transients, I do like to probably go with like a drum bus kind of thing. And let's open up this loop here because that is driving me crazy. Alright, so the main thing I try to listen for here is just like the threshold. You know. Ugh, what the? Oh, are we getting too much volume in the CLA? I think so. Alright, let's walk it back. Let's walk it back. This probably has too much drive on it. Let's duck out. So this is another good thing about the NLS Summer. You can just kind of take out, you know, nothing too crazy, but dropping it down a couple dB, keeping things safe. You know, not that everything else doesn't have volume knobs, but still. Just checking the volume. Alright. Yeah, so this is a bit of a messy recording, I think. You know, so some of that is the recording itself. I don't know about the SSL here. We'll see. I haven't found nothing that's really quite doing it for me yet. I don't know if this is pumping to be a quicker attack. Yeah, I feel like maybe that's a good attack. Alright, so let's bring this back. Yeah, we're getting... And I saw when I brought up SSL, a fun side note, when I brought this up in Final Cut Pro, I could see like low pass filters and stuff. I don't know how to access them here. I think it's like hidden gems. Alright, so this is already doing like 4 plus. I've been having a hard time setting the levels here on the SSL lately. Alright, so let's go to Pultec. So what my aim was here was just kind of controlling stuff a little bit. Because on the Pultec, I don't think we wanted to really be doing all that much. You know, just a little bit here. Because it does react slower than the SSL. Alright, we'll take this off. Yeah, I like to see the meter not move that much. Because I'm still learning this thing. This is a recent plugin I got, so I don't want to go too crazy with it yet. Yeah, I feel like that's a safe amount. Alright, so Kramer tape. With this, I'm always trying to get rid of high end. That's just me. Alright, so I haven't really been digging the Kramer tape lately. You know what we can do? We can try some mastering presets. You know what? I think we need more high end. Oh, sorry, Jesus. Oh, I was doing something earlier. I was going to try to do a Donald Trump thing, but realized that I just didn't care that much. All right, yeah. So let's go ahead and bring out some of this high end back into the mix here. I feel like that's starting to hurt the mix a little bit. Probably get rid of this Q1. Yeah. So with this Renaissance taking that strong amount on the 8K, I feel like we might be in a better place now to bring some high end into this. Nothing too crazy still, but or maybe I'll just not take out as much. And so I'm thinking about the end result here. Yeah, I feel like that's a safe amount. I'm not too happy with that, but what the hell. Alright, so the soft clean compression, I've been liking this preset as of late. Let's A-B it a few times, make sure it's what we want. Yeah. Levels aren't hitting the red light, so I think we're... so these are linked here. Let's see how much input. I know that this isn't exactly... Oh, it's the flux is super high. All right, so this was at 0, so let's start slow. Actually, I like that. Something is... Alright, so this is maybe a bad thing to do at this stage of the mix, but I'm going to reduce the gain on this by like 2. I don't know if that's the mathematically correct amount, but I feel like we might just be getting a little bit too hot in there. That's one of the downsides about using, you know, a lot of plugins. Like, you know, you start hearing some clipping, you got to go back through everything. All right, so let's see how much. I don't know if we can get away with too much more volume on this. But driving is kind of half the fun. Yeah, I'm more or less happy with that. So now we're into the home stretch here. We'll see if we want to use the J37. Let's check this out. So this is just a mastering preset. Let's do some wow and flutters for the hell of it. Let's get crazy. Alright, we're gonna do something crazy. Let's do something wild though. Maybe not the wild flutter. That's what this is all about. Is making crazy sounds. We don't want anything that's gonna make people sick, but I'm not finding, you know, a lot of times that'll take me quite some time. Getting a little bit too much volume here on the output, so let's bring this down a little bit. Sorry, I did want to, my instinct was like, oh, you know, let's mess this thing up, let's go crazy. But it's not in the cards for this mix, I don't think. Alright, so Greg Wells, mix-centric. We might need to drop a little bit of volume out here. Let's see what this sounds like. Alright, let's start the song over. Just about done here. Thank you all for watching. Let's see, this is the home stretch. Trying to keep that green light on and still get some powerful volume out of this. Yeah, I like the way that's handling the bass there. So the volume might go up here once we start getting the drums in the song. But I feel like that's a good amount. Nothing too crazy. Let's drop like 1.5 out of the output as well. Let's do 2, actually, 2.2. Yeah, let's do 2. That's my new thing lately, is trying to like reduce volume at every stage of the mix, kind of just because a lot of the way I mix, a lot of stuff I do is like adding color these days, and a lot of that does increase volume, and I think that's one of the cool things about mixing too, is like finding your own way. You know, I'm not going to be name your favorite mix engineer. Okay, so at this stage, because we got all those other plugins, this is why I saved this drive knob for last, is because this is now going to affect every single plugin driving the whole mix. So we just want to, I don't want to do too much. Kind of liking about there, that sounds decent. Yeah. Surprised I can get away with that much, actually. Output's looking good. Alright, so that's pretty much the mix here. Let's see how we're doing on the, let me bring this up here so y'all can see it. I'm hearing like a little bit of clipping. Maybe it's the drive, actually. Maybe I did that too much. I hate to kill it at the last stage. Let's just do like 0.5 or something. 0.4. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yo, so thank you all so much for tuning in. I sincerely appreciate it. I hope that this helps, and I'm at least happier with the quality of this video compared to the other one, because I believe you guys could see the plugins as I was going along. Yeah, so that was mixing a song. I just recorded it tonight, wrote it last night on the Pocket Operator 20 Arcade. This has been Brad from the band The National Pool. Please click like, subscribe, hit the notifications. More importantly, just stay in touch. Yeah, like I'm not trying to get like oh, subscribe, but like it'd be cool to hear from you guys. Drop some comments in the comments section, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.